Alright, viewers, we are back with round 3 of Evolution Gaming's One Piece Store Treasure Cup. And looks like we got a familiar face on the stream.
We got Fred back. He's back, man. He's 2-0 right now, man. I'm proud of the guy, man. He's got to play against Shanks right now. It's going to be a tough matchup for Bonney.
Oh, for sure. And how does this matchup typically go? Can't say I played either of these decks, but I think it'll be a going second favorite die roll.
It'll be a going second favorite die roll. I think Shanks is partially favored, but I think Bonney has a fighting... I feel like it's close, right?
Right.
But I would give the nod to Shanks because I like his effect and I like the characters he's summoning versus Bonney. In my opinion, I know that he has the 8-cost kid, but Shanks has options to deal with it, right? Like
sure.
departure, stuff like that. He can also reduce and KO and also the kind of crazy stuff. But this will be a long match.
Right.
Both players
Settle in, folks.
Settle in, yeah. We're going to be in for a long because both characters... It's funny because, like, I've always said Shanks is the red version of Bonney.
Sure.
So, you know, because the whole -1,000 stopping the
on opponent's turn.
Right. What Bonney does is, okay, stop an attacker, right? Rest them, right? Basically doing the same thing. So they're basically playing the same game. It's just like they have different effects that do it. So the match is like tend to last a really long time.
Yeah, absolutely. It will be a grind fest. Here we go.
All right, so Shanks
round 3 starting off. We see multiple searchers in that hand. I've heard word on the street is that Shanks players often switch between no searchers and searchers. I've seen a lot of both.
I've seen a lot of both. I mean, it just depends on what your flavor is, right? I mean, there's some people that are doing the whole straw hat Shanks Pirates thing or whatever too. So they're playing Nami to search out the 5-cost movies and stuff like that, just to get that consistency, right? Either way you play the deck, it's just so solid. It doesn't matter. Like Shanks is so flexible. It's insane. Like,
right.
It's such a good deck.
And we see, as we saw round 1, that Bonney Searcher coming out.
Fred, I love it.
An interesting play.
He has evolved. he is went from Blastoise to War Turtle. I'm sorry, from Squirtle to War Turtle right now. That was a very good play from him.
So viewers at home, we might typically see an easy snap decision, use that Searcher Bonney the turn it's played. But our player Fred here opts to let it be. He makes like the Beatles and he just lets it be.
Makes it be. I like that. Good one. See, so the decision there was, okay, instead I'm not going to use the Bonney effect, right? I'm going to leave it standing because he can't really address it, can't KO it or anything like that. I'm probably going to get more value out of it next turn and then force you to attack into it coming into the next turn so I can protect my life again. And you just get that value, right? And really good play there. And on top of that, you left up the resting. So what could have happened there was he could have summoned the Sanji. Like, again, these little play mistakes we make, which is summoning the Sanji, then swing with Shanks. Then what that allows for Bonney to do is rest the Sanji, right? That didn't happen, right? Because Nolan's a really good player, understands what he's doing. But I love the way that he did that. Just to have that, right? Just a threat and I can rest your character.
Right.
Is good.
Sequencing is huge.
It is very huge, yeah. And here we go. Okay, Rosinante blocker. All right.
So he opts to KO the Uda Searcher, and now we're back on Shanks' 5-Dawn turn. If that hand isn't curved, I don't know what is. We got Lucky Roo on 4s. We got Ben Beckman on 7s, and we got Rayleigh on 9s.
And we're just going to rest the lead. Right, and look at that. Boom.
Just value. You can see the value of that Bonney leader effect again and again. Another Searcher.
Another Searcher. I'm like, because,
he's playing 10-drop OPO6 Shanks.
That's my flavor. I love that.
Oh, what an excellent... They call it Bomb Shanks.
Bomb Shanks.
On play, this Shanks KOs a 10k or less.
Correct, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Just when you're playing a quicker, you don't have time to put down the other 10-cost Shanks, the -1,000, the Bomb Shanks does wonders.
Yep. So we're gonna go 5 into, I believe, 3, right? Or is it plus 1,000 on this? No, it's plus. It's a 5 into 3, I think.
Yeah, we're going to see a leader swing into the Sanji. Sanji is still at a 3k. He just lets it go.
Yeah, draws a card. Yeah. I mean,
but it draws it right. Yeah. You want to clear that off the board? By all means,
By
right?
all means. All right, here comes the Cavendish.
And then we see it again, Cavendish, and a Tashigi. This Tashigi is huge. It's huge.
Oh, it's so good. You can't KO Cavendish.
You can't KO Cavendish. This Tashigi OP10 reads, if one of your green cards were to be removed from the field, you may instead rest this character.
Absolutely. Protects everything. If you summon it with Kid, it is very annoying.
Right. We were just talking about that Bomb Shanks, Chewy, and what happens if we try to play Bomb Shanks now?
he just lives. You rest the Tashigi.
Everything's intact.
Everything, yep.
Perfectly intact. So now the 7-Dawn turn for Shanks might change.
It actually will. I don't think, because there's no point in playing Beckman here, right? You could, right? But all you really get is yes, and just to get rid of the Tashigi, right?
That's a good trade.
That's a good trade. I mean, you have no choice, right? I mean, you can't try to trash the Cavendish. You can't do it to Rocinante. The Tashigi's just gonna eat it, and you're just wasting your time at that point, right? So you just get rid of the Tashigi, call it a day, remove it, and then just worry about next turn. At this
Right.
Point.
But if you're Fred here, going into your 8 Dawn turn, that Cavendish is still on board, and you've got one of the best blockers in the game.
Absolutely.
We could see something like a Hody Jones play here for a little extra aggression.
100%.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that at all. Absolutely. You can summon Hody. Cavendish is going to go ahead and restand 2 Dawn anyway.
Right.
So you can go and summon with the blocker if you like. And he has the Rocinante to cover him, right? So Rocinante can cover and block something right now at this point.
I'd like to see another Tashigi come down.
There it is.
Oh,
There it is.
Mr. Jones making his appearance. This powerful OPO6 Fishman is able to rest 2 of anything on play.
Yep.
And gives itself rush after taking
Absolutely.
a life.
Yeah.
And Chewy, newer players might look at Hody Jones and be like, oh, but it draws my own life. This is such a detriment.
It's not.
It's not. It really.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be beneficial, right?
It can be very beneficial, right?
With that 8 cost kid, maybe.
Oh, it costs. Oh my god. I don't
When
even-
you're establishing the stronghold, every card in hand counts.
counts exactly.
Hody Jones gets you that card.
Yes, it does. So now he's got options to way out here. He could use Hody to go into Ben Beckman or
Sure.
swing 9 at it just to see if he can get rid of it. Definitely going to swing 6 at lead here. You want to get into some of his life right now because he is sitting at 5 life and that is dangerous. If you have Shanks sit at 5 life for so long, it's a really long game for you. You really got to start getting that life down as fast as possible.
You just can't break through.
But man, like Shanks has so many 2K counters, so many ways to survive. It's insane. The leader effect, right? Minus 1,000 or something. Oh, it's just a lot to get through. So now it's decision time. Like, what do you do? So 9
swing.
probably wanting the lead here. Yeah, he's just gonna take that, right? There's no.
I like this.
I like
3 is comfortable.
Yeah, 3's comfortable. Yeah, absolutely.
5 you can't surmount in 1 turn.
Correct.
But 3 you could do some weird stuff if you whittle down his hand enough.
And now you got some decisions to make because you can't leave Hody on the board, right?
Right. But Rayleigh, though a powerful card, can reduce a lot, cannot clear Hody Jones.
Cannot clear Hody and cannot clear Cavendish. Does anybody want to know why? Rocinante.
I think it has something to do with that 2 cost blocker on board.
There you go.
So he opts to pop the Rosinante with the Rayleigh effect and then swings 5 into likely 3.
Might be 3. That'd be the way to do it. And what you could do here is you could rest the Beckman. So you definitely rest the Beckman, right? So
Beckman gets rested.
Mhm.
If he counters out of this, he will have to defend a Lucky Roo swing.
Yeah.
So I like this. I like he just lets it go, cuts his losses.
Yeah, you got your mileage out of it already.
Absolutely.
It's right down its job, right? You don't have to worry about that anymore.
And more importantly, that Hody Jones is staying on board.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Holy baby. Oh, what a character.
Absolutely. And we're gonna see that
All right, here
no
we go.
swing with the Lucky Roo is interesting.
I think he just wants to save it for the blockers to protect himself. I would have swung, honestly. I just keep going aggro, right? Like,
Yeah, one of the best blockers we've seen for red, able to KO a 6K or less on KO. And it's really easy to KO itself because it's got a blocker.
Yep. And good job from the players. We know that Hody's minus 2,000 because Rayleigh does a -3 and a -2, and it stays until the end of your next turn.
It's a sticky effect.
So yeah, just think if it just stays there. So now that kind of messes with the math a little bit, right? Because you have Shanks like a -1,000, so now it's gonna be a 6. And now let's see if he uses leader effect or just counters out. Probably just gives him a 2. I'll use leader effect just 1. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Leader effect
Absolutely.
Oh, Chewy, I think I saw Fred eyeing up 7 Dawn.
Oh god.
Might be another Hody Jones hitting the board here.
Oh god. So also keep in mind the flexibility of Hody here. Hody can rest Dawn and characters.
Right.
So he could rest that Dawn there just to stop whatever shenanigans he has with the 1 Dawn, and then rest the blocker if he wants to swing again.
That's an interesting tech card I see in that hand.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah,
That
I
2
know.
cost counter event, typically only in Smoker. Chewy, I know you have strong feelings
Oh,
on that
I
card.
love
Why
that
don't you
card.
tell us about
I
it?
love that card. It's plus 3,000. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, plus 3,000 and minus 2,000 to any character and leader on the board.
Wow.
So you can really screw with your opponent with the math and how he's doing things. Because he can go and swing for 8 all of a sudden, and the next thing you know, or swing for 7, something like that, right? Do the effect, I'm plus 3, I'm alive. Now what that does is it gives you the flexibility to choose a character that's minus 2,000. Why that's huge is if you have if you have another character that you thought can attack,
Right.
well, let's say if they're a 5,000 attacker, I'm minus 2,000, well, guess what, they can't attack now. So it saved me and 1 more attack.
It's a good
On
2
top
for
of
1
it.
deal right there.
2 for 1, yeah, where I'm getting it is such a good, its card is so good.
We see Fred pop out with another Tashigi.
Tashigi.
Perhaps playing around this bomb shank.
Carrot
The
to
carrot.
freezing the Ben Beckman.
Locking down that Ben Beckman. Carrot with the on-play / when attacking freezing, a 7 or less.
And I
perfectly
hope
targeted.
Fred remembers that the -2000 goes away. The dice is still sitting there. I hope he remembers.
Both players have played this match before. There we go. Nice catch. Good sportsmanship by Nolan and Fred.
Absolutely.
Now it's kind of awkward for Nolan. We see the bomb shanks in hand.
Oh, did you see the hand?
Looked like Brick City, if you ask me.
No, Fred's got 2-0 cost.
Oh.
I don't want to yell it out because my voice is going to carry.
Absolutely. Oh,
man.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But another Tashigi has hit the board, so we're talking defense.
Yep. And you can't summon the Shanks to kill the Hody because the Tashigi just rests, right? You just can't do it.
So let's just go in with another searcher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
What do we have here?
Looks like Lucky Roo is the only target we can grab here.
Mm-hmm.
But another good blocker, and remember, this could shut down that carrot real quick.
Yes, it can.
With that Lucky Roo on KO.
Mm-hmm.
But I like starting with the 8 swing. Let's figure out what we're doing here. He could either ask for a card from swing at Hody Jones, or he could go for life. Put on a little pressure.
Yeah, I think he goes to life here because, just getting a 1K is whatever.
Rest that Hody Jones.
Okay, just takes the life. Yeah, okay. And then just 5 at life. I think you just counter out of this one here. Should be fine.
The 2-0 cost clogging up Fred's hand might be an issue. Very
Very
versatile card, but it still costs 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 cards out of hand.
And I wonder if Fred is playing Dope Flamingo, the 10 cost. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at his list or anything like that. But if he does, that'd be really clutch right now to rest those 3 guys right there and just watch your opponent. You can't do anything.
Absolutely freezing down the board. We see speaking of Star Deck 21, one of the best rushers in the game.
Oh my god.
5/6 Luffy, rush, when attacking, attach Arrested Dawn to anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when attacking, folks,
That's
not
when
on play.
attacking.
Just powerful.
The card trolls Blackbeard so hard, dude.
Oh, absolutely. However, the carrot is still intact on the board.
Yeah, carrot's still intact. He does bring out Lucky Roo. So now...
We can see a freeze on the Luffy.
Yeah.
It's a tough turn.
It's a tough one here. Do you freeze Beckman? Do you freeze Luffy? I don't know.
Perhaps we swing at Luffy, freezing Beckman, but the Shanks leader effect giving anything minus 1,000 is just value.
It's just huge value, right?
So we see the swing from Carrot.
Okay. I think I heard him say lead. So he's going to go straight to lead here, and freezing now the decision time is going to make, right?
It's a tough one.
More effective, right? And I think you're right. I think you freeze Luffy here because the flexibility adding the rest of down is huge.
Right.
It's just it's so much nonsense. Like, just freeze him. Okay, we take the life.
He's actually going into life.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fred, a good player in the Milwaukee scene, realizes when he has to go aggressive, when he has to end the game sooner than later.
Yep.
You can't outlast Shanks on the board like this.
Trying to see what's in there. I can't get a read on what's in there.
I see a 5-cost Carrot. Maybe he just goes full freeze.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate that, right?
I don't hate that at all. With a board so vulnerable to Carrot, I don't hate stacking up multiple.
Oh, hold on a minute. Lucky Roo cannot KO Carrot. Tashigi.
Right. Oh my goodness, folks. So Tashigi offers a static effect.
So
it's not just on your turn.
No, it's not. No.
Tashigi prevents your other green characters from being KO'd whenever. At the simple cost of just resting itself. Simple. No cards out of hand, no Dawn investment.
It card trolls everybody.
And did I mention it's a 2K?
Keep it going.
Just add more text on it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we see a 9 from Hody Jones into the Luffy.
Ooh, I don't hate it. So.
Okay, there we see the pop on. Force is the answer.
Gotta do it.
Another carrot coming up. We gotta remember to tap that Dawn there once this resolves. But I don't hate this.
No, so
you gotta make a defensive effort.
Absolutely. This should be a double freeze onto Beckman and the Luffy, which is the right play. Did he choose Lucky Roo?
He did choose Lucky Roo. Interesting
Okay.
play. But then we see Killer coming out. Unfortunately, cannot get that Dawn X1 effect. And this just opens the flood. Oh, that Lucky Roo will... Oh, he switched the carrot target to that Ben Beckman. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay. I would have chosen Luffy. Honestly.
It's an interesting choice locking down that blocker. Maybe Fred's thinking, I have to go for lethal next turn.
Maybe Fred just has the nuts, right? Maybe Fred just has a whole bunch of counters in hand he does have the Dawn to rest someone as well. So
Right.
2 attacks most likely are guaranteed to come in right now. Right?
Absolutely. With a blocker on
The
board,
blocker
too.
on board, so
Fred's
he's
board
got
is
the protection.
very defensive.
Yeah. And what you're in fear of, if your attacks fail here if you're the Shanks player, and Carrot goes into the next turn, Carrot's going to be able to do the same thing all over again and just keep going and keep chipping away at that life. So we're getting towards the end here, and there's a block. Okay, cool,
block.
perfect. I like
Something
it.
like a Russ Shanks could be dangerous here, though.
Yeah, I could.
Ooh, Monkey D. Dragon, head of the Revolutionaries. I like how that card's looking right now.
Oh my.
Rush,
This.
attach 2 Rested Dawn
Ooh.
to anything. One of the most efficient endgame cards of all time.
Easily. It's
And
so good.
Not only does that turn your leader into a potential 7k swing, but it leaves a 2 Dawn up for your counter event.
See, knowing that I had that card in hand, I think I would have sequenced this a little differently. So I would have went ahead and no, you can't do that because Bonney effect. Never mind. I would have said, okay, summon Dragon, add 2 Rested Dawn, and then swing with Luffy to add another one.
Right.
But it wouldn't have worked out.
It's interesting sequencing. Oh, we see Nolan here actually slightly nervous of these carrots.
Oh, he needs to be 100%.
He realizes how vulnerable his board is to this rabbit. We're going in with a 5 at a probably likely a 4K.
Yeah, 5
Rayleigh giving
just the force of 2K, right?
Rayleigh giving it minus, and then we see that 0 cost
Zero
effect
cost
come out.
event, yeah.
All right,
Okay, here we go.
this is an interesting turn.
This is a very interesting
Something like a Hody Jones. Of course, Fred doesn't know this, but a Hody Jones would absolutely destroy Nolan's no counter hand.
Yes, and hopefully he knows, and if he does have Hody, not to say he does, but if he does have Hody, hopefully he remembers that he can rest the Dawn, because what you don't want to happen here, you want to get rid of the Dawn for the Red Hawk, or
Right.
whatever he has, right? Rabiums, whatever. So if he summons the Hody, rest the Dawn, and just go on with your attacks, and then hope for the best from there, right? At least you know. I just hope he remembers it.
Right.
It
It really comes down to it when you're undefeated in a
because
store trigger event.
regardless, I think the way the board is looking at this point, like the game is decided next turn, regardless, right?
Yeah, we're in crunch time.
Yeah, we're in crunch time now. It's either I'm gonna win it this turn or I'm losing next turn, right? Unless he has something that can stall longer.
Something like that 10 cost Doflamingo.
10 cost Flamingo, but the big issue is he can't restand any Dawn. You're just basically resting 3 characters and then just go at you, right? Like he has to have he has to believe in his counters. And right now he has 3 cards in hand.
It's a tough one.
It's tough.
But I've known Fred, and he can somehow find his way out of these tough situations.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we have 1 life left. So not terrible if you want to try to survive 1 more turn, but it's just gonna be awkward.
It's gonna be very awkward, yeah.
3 cards in hand. Really kind of seeing the lack of a Bonney Searcher.
Yeah.
Something like that could recurse so much value. It shows in the low cards in hand. It just shows.
It really does.
Bonney plays extremely powerful green characters, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't have cards to defend those green characters,
it's just like any other card, right? It's
right.
Alright, so when he's looking at the life, he's just.
I like this from Nolan, just checking the resources, seeing what he's missing and how many 2Ks are in there.
Get that information, right? Get all the counters out, figure it out, right? Take your time. And right now, if you're Fred, take all the time you can, right? I mean,
right, we have 11 minutes left in the round. It's a treasure cup.
It's a treasure cup, yeah.
You gotta focus up.
Yep.
We do want to leave 1 up for the leader effect, unless we're just going for that leader.
Correct, right? You just have to remember to leave 1 up because you need it for the leader effect, and just what's the line? I guess he's trying to think of all his lines here, and he's trying to figure out what can I do about the 2 Dawn there. What is it, right? He's probably thinking, is it Red Hawk? Because now you have to map out what it is, right? Because it's like, okay, if he does have Red Hawk, how much Dawn do I need to not die, I guess, or whatever, or just whatever, right?
Sometimes that Divine Departure.
Divine Departure or something like that.
Just a plethora of counter events.
Yeah.
We see 2 Dawn committed to this carrot, putting it back at that 6K.
6K, and this is definitely going to be what do you freeze? And at this point, we're at crunch time.
I think you gotta freeze Luffy or Beckman.
Luffy, this was, yeah, I don't think that's changed, right? I think you just freeze a Luffy, call it a day, and like Beckman, you're gonna rest them anyway, probably with the Dawn, so, or Rayleigh, whatever. What's rough here is seeing 2 Rayleighs on the board. That is just, ugh.
Just powerful.
It's so much beef to get through right now, and do you have enough to survive next turn? Is where we're at, right? So now we're putting up more Don here, so that might tell me that
Fred's gonna go for lethal.
there we go.
We see looks like
Also, he's swinging. Okay, so he's freezing the Beckman again.
swinging this 8. Where to? If this set life,
I think it's
we
at
see
life.
Fred going for lethal. Of course, viewers at home know that Nolan has this powerful counter event.
Oh, that card is
he's
so good.
rereading it.
And here's the thing. So he hit the sweet spot, right? This is what we talked about earlier. So Fred is swinging 7, and he's going to use the effect. That's going to save it. We're done here, right? Now we can choose which in minus 2,000 there to the Bonney. Perfect, right?
Now the leader's at 3K. Hasn't
3K.
even swung yet.
Yes, hasn't even swung yet. That is beautiful how you play that card. That's textbook.
Perfect
what I
usage
said. Yeah.
of that smoker.
Yeah. God, that effect's so damn good.
Igloo is just such a versatile counter event. And now, if you're Fred, you're thinking, oh, I gotta go board now.
Yeah, go board or something, right? Because right now you know the Beckman is done, right?
Beckman's been
Can't use
handled.
it. It's handled. We don't have to worry about that no more. Now it's, okay, do I have enough to do something else, possibly get rid of the Luffy, and then protect myself, right? I need to have it done to protect myself because of the effect, and I need to have a blocker to just not die.
Only 3 cards in hand for Fred, though. It's not a spot you want to be in.
No.
However, if we can clear Luffy and Rayleigh this turn, I'm not mad at our chances.
He's putting the Dawn on Bonney here.
So a 7 swing
Okay, so.
coming into Luffy. I don't hate this.
No, I don't, because that's a good check, right? Because he already used effect.
And then we see 9 to this Rayleigh.
Oh my god.
I tell you, Fred in the clutch can pull some magic out of nowhere. Just a soul read.
That is solid.
Just a soul
The
read.
other thing is too, if Fred is paying attention, what this tells me is he does not have the counters to get up. That's really what that tells me, because I need to keep these characters alive. Like,
If Shanks isn't the epitome of feast or famine when it comes to counter, I don't know what deck
I
is.
don't know what deck is, seriously. And then so now we're going to Rayleigh swing, and he counters out. This is good.
This is good.
Oh wait, he has a dragon. Well, let's see. Hold on.
So the dragon coming down.
Dragon coming down.
Oh, this is looking like a 9/9 for lethal.
That's
Trigger.
good. Yeah, that'll do it.
And then the 9/11
Yeah,
comes
that'll
in.
do it. Oh, Shanks takes it. What game,
Shanks
dude?
Takes down Fred on the Bonney.
Takes down, yeah.
Unfortunate draws from Fred, our Bonney player, and the Shanks just showcasing a masterclass in the matchup.
Absolutely. Did a
He's
really good
played
job.
this before, you can tell.
Yeah, he's played this a lot. Nolan's been playing for a while now. I think previously he was playing an L last year and did really well then.
Yeah.
Really good player. And then on top of that, with the Igloo, that was I don't see a lot of Shanks players playing that card. I don't know if that's something new that just came up recently.
I've heard it's a green-purple Luffy tech.
Oh,
Just being able to shut down 2 things at once. Viewers at home, this kind of just showcased innovation in one-piece decks can do crazy things for your deck. People think Shanks is solved. Let's put in Igloo. Why not?
Really, why not? Yeah, just give it a shot, see what happens. It's not a bad card. It's a great event card. Like, granted, all you substitute is Red Hawk, but like, if you're getting a 2-for-1 and saving, like, you're saving your leader from taking the damage, and then you're stopping another attack.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
That's a good deal. Like, I'll take that deal any day of the week.
Oh yeah. So Igloo Shanks moving on to undefeated.
Undefeated.
Great stuff from both players. Shout out to Fred, second time on stream. Milwaukee local, and shout out to Nolan, another Milwaukee local. Always showing up to Evolution Gaming for our locals, hosted Monday, Friday, and Sunday for a really competitive scene. Feel free to stop by, but that's all we have for round 3. See you all in the next one. We're going to take a quick break and be back with round 4 of Evolution Gaming's Store Treasure Cup. Let's do it.
I was going to say, you got to